fam. It's your girl Ash, and I am back with another video, and it's Documentary Sunday, and I am back at it with Educating Yorkshire episode 7. If you guys would like to check out my other Educating Yorkshire videos, the link will be up at the top. If you guys would like to join my Patreon or follow me on Instagram, the links will be down in the description below. And if you haven't subscribed already, what are you waiting for? Hit that red button so you can be a part of the family. Don't forget to give your girl a thumbs up. Enough of me talking, let's get straight into this reaction. They sound good.
When I sing, it's like just me, nobody else. I can just like fly away. Mum says, don't let it slip. It's what God gave you.
Shaq.
Don't let it go. They're like, right, I won't, I promise.
13-year-old Jack joined Thornhill 6 months ago after his family moved areas.
When you started here, did you feel like a bit of an outsider?
Yeah, definitely. New school, new people.
Yeah, all kids gonna feel like outsiders.
That tough?
In a new school.
It was really tough.
Okay, good. Sit down.
Can we learn a different song instead of this? It's too complicated.
It's not complicated. It's a nice song.
We know his family's moved around a bit, and that must make it really hard for him to settle down.
Oh, wow.
Our hope is that we can work with Jack and for Jack to make sure that, at the very least, he feels like he belongs here.
And in interesting implement used to take tea bag out of cup today, I'm using a stapler. Do not have a spoon. Ow!
Oh my gosh.
It's 9:30 on Monday morning and Jack is late for school.
Jack's a handful. I think when he first walked through the door, he was all sweetness and light, and it quickly became apparent that that probably wasn't all the story. He's got a temper the likes of which I've rarely seen. He turns the air blue often as well, and academically he finds things tough. And I think that combination of factors in particular makes him pretty unique, really.
He looks so innocent.
And for someone like Jack, the work of the pastoral team in a school like this is absolutely vital. He will only get through school if they get it right.
Yes, have you got a size 10 pumps, please? Yeah? Thank you. Yeah.
Jack is not only 45 minutes late, he's also come in wearing trainers. He's sent to pastoral head Mrs. Marsden's office to change them.
Well, what kind of a day are you going to have today? I want to up good. I see a little bit of myself in him because my high school time was really difficult. Oh, I'm putting these in there because they stink. I wanted someone to just go to.
Wait. So he has to wear certain type of shoes? It looks like he was wearing boots. Was those boots that he had on? It makes sense to wear boots if it's snowing outside, right? I know things are a little bit different in the UK, but comment down below, let me know.
And say, I want to do well. He wants to do the right thing, but he doesn't know how to at the moment.
Is that the, what drink is that? Is that the Canadian drink, I think?
All right then, thank you. Bye.
No, I don't think it is. It looks like it.
Right. See if anybody said out about it. There's no on behaviour thing. What's that? 134 behaviour points. What the hell have you been doing? Oh, Jack, that is not good. That must be one of the biggest points.
Forgetting your equipment will get you a small number of minus points. Saying something inappropriate to a member of staff or to another student, causing a disruption, they all get you minus points. Jack is, as far as we're concerned, the Olympic champion at behaviour points.
All right, see ya. See ya.
He gets into trouble all the time.
Don't go in
Dang.
all guns blazing, just go in nicely. Oh, well. I'm a good little pony.
Jack goes into his first lesson.
11.
He had a lot of points.
Alright. Who are you, man? Fuck off.
Did he just say fuck off? Oh my gosh. He just got there.
It would be like teaching you.
I wouldn't be able to. I'd have throttled them by now if I were a teacher and I'd tell someone like me. They wouldn't be allowed in my class if they, you know what I mean?
It's only 3 days into term, and so far Jack's missed a third of his lessons.
I can't do a lesson.
Can't just wander around school, Cat.
Oh my
I'm
god.
going to walk back soon, don't I?
No, you're not allowed to, Jack. You're not allowed to walk about.
I think the major challenge with Jack is actually just keeping him on the premises, so that he's not running amok somewhere else.
Jack, you're not allowed to go there.
I am.
Jack got this sweet little baby face. He looks so innocent. And he's definitely not innocent.
It's not even about getting him sat down behind a desk, because we know full well that that would cause disruption for everybody else, and we can't have that because we've got responsibilities.
He walked out of the school.
But ultimately, is he not here to be in the classroom?
Yeah. No, I suppose. Yes, he is. Of course he is. He's in a mainstream school. But we have to recognise that more and more kids coming into mainstream schools are not mainstream school fodder.
Jack is finding it difficult to trust people. He does have trouble, I think, building up relationships.
Because he moves around
not
so
just
much,
for Jack, but
probably.
for any student, that's my role, and that's the role of my office. That is a safe haven sometimes for them to come in and tell us whatever they need to get off the chest.
Mrs. Marsden is taking time to talk to Year 10 student Lydia, who's having trouble with a relationship.
She's pretty.
Like, because I broke up with them. And then we were alright. I came home and we were like talking and stuff still on BBM and stuff like that. And then they kicked off at me. And now they deleted me. So I punched a locker.
Do you know, I've gone through my whole life and never punched a locker. Is it a man?
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Is it a girl?
No!
She upset that they deleted her.
Person.
I didn't know there were any other varieties.
It's a girl.
Right.
She's so
Are
pretty.
you upset then, Mum?
Yeah, and it wound me up that she deleted me off BBM now as well.
Don't get me wrong now, don't get offended. But
Oh, it's only Courtney. Courtney knows everything.
yeah. What are you doing here? You alright?
Yeah.
No, she's not.
I know.
She's just punched a locker.
She's
But
definitely
this is
not
her
alright. Her feelings are hurt.
with a girl.
Well, yeah. First
Serious
proper
one with
one.
her.
Yeah,
Serious.
one, yeah.
So to be honest, this is a big thing. It's like your first love in any relationship. You always remember that, and it's always more special. Do you definitely know that you prefer girls?
This is awkward.
No, it's
I'm
not
not-
awkward because
I'm
I
not a lesbian.
think you're bisexual.
Yeah.
Right. That's really brave. But then you're a right confident girl, aren't you?
I'm presuming your mum knows.
Yeah. I told her.
She's not bothered though, don't think she.
But nobody's here to judge you or anything. But we just want you to be happy. We're not teachers. We're not their parents. We're not their friends, really. We're just people that know them well. And
I think, and I like that they have a relationship. She has a relationship, you know, with the teachers and stuff like that. But I feel like they should let them know, you know, you don't need to be focused on a relationship. You know, you're still young. You have the rest of your life. Kids gonna do what kids want to do, but at least put that out there and let them know. Like, you have all the time in the world to date. Right now, focus on your school. Look, she's worried about her relationship with someone else. The girl done deleted her and stuff like that. And it's affecting her in school to the point she needs to go in and talk about it. She don't need to focus on a relationship. I think that they should definitely put that out there. And I know this is only like a couple of minutes of it, but I'm just, you know, saying in general, You know what I mean? Like, that's something that I would do.
Who they trust.
Come on, Carl.
Because that relationship, high school relationships, middle school relationships, you don't care about those relationships when you get older. Those are like obsolete. You know what I mean?
Well, actually, make a nice couple. I'm joking. You don't mind. I was only having a joke.
I know you are. That's embarrassing.
I know I've embarrassed myself now, actually.
But that's good that she can go there and talk to them about it.
Could have a coffee, mate. Great, nice cup of joe. Miss, I'm going to be having a coffee at break.
Goodness me, how come?
Yeah, I like lattes.
Why not? Get yourself a coffee.
It's break time, and Jack is with his head of year, Mr. Moses.
Did you have a good Christmas anyway?
It was alright, but
Don't we love Mr.
one thing
Moses?
that was bad about it, my grandma died.
Oh dear.
Give her a burning.
Was she buried or cremated?
She was buried, and then it's tradition to burn the caravan. It's weird because she says she wants to be reincarnated, but
Was that what, a butterfly?
oh yeah, that very same day, a butterfly sat right on her caravan window till it was burnt, and she flew off.
Butterflies are cute.
That's quite profound, that, Jack.
Yep.
Buddhists believe in
Reincarnation.
reincarnation.
It's weird because she was a Catholic, though she wasn't a Buddhist. It's weird though. But I'm really family oriented. I love my family. Yeah.
Look at that innocent
I don't
face.
do with my mum and my sister and that, and my dogs.
Jack comes across as being this transient sort of kid, and I'm sure that picked up from his family background. You know, I know there is some history of traveller in the family, and I wonder if that ever goes away.
Yeah.
As a result, I think Jack, he's always struggled to fit in.
Hopefully we'll have him here until year 11, so that we can get 3 good years, so he gets a bit of stability, he gets people that he trusts. I guess that my role is to make him feel that he does belong here.
Yeah, those are boobs.
And that he trusts us enough to help him feel really part of this school and hopefully part of the community.
Frank Sinatra, right?
Hello.
It's the 4th week of term, and the final lesson of the day.
No.
And Jack is on time.
What am I sitting?
It's history, his favourite subject.
Okay, guys.
History.
Quiet down, please. Okay. Now, today, some of these words have been jumbled up. Does anybody have a clue what they might be? Corey, did you have an idea? Nobody else has got a clue. Jack?
Third one's Blitzkrieg.
Well done. The German word for lightning war. Jack's obviously one of the more challenging students in Thornhill, but he's got a sensitive side. He's got a side that he wants to do well. He does want to impress. I'd like to say that it's the wonderful teaching that he gets here when it comes to history, but it's the subject he absolutely...
They need to teach him history every day so he can behave in school.
loves the subject.
I know it's not
Classic.
realistic.
Anybody else got anything else to say about the first source? Jack, go on.
I think it's all going to be Victory because it is from a British newspaper,
Brilliant. That's a really good answer.
but from source 5 because it's been taken by German troops. That's always going to be a victory for
Right, that's a really important thing to pick up on. I mean, there are occasions where he'll spend no longer than 2 minutes in your class, and then there's other cases where you can't get rid of him. He'll be staying over lunchtime to finish a piece of written work. Whenever you see things like that, you go home thinking, you know, there's a real purpose behind what we're doing, and it does really inspire you.
I like everything about history because I know it. So, like, if it's like Henry VIII or Jack the Ripper, or Hitler, Romans, everything, I just like history.
I like history now
So we're going to try
too.
and get ourselves out of here in the next.
I didn't like it back
In a
then.
few weeks, Jack and the rest of Year 9 will have to choose their GCSE options. However, the school will have final say on which courses each student will study.
Well done to you. To the straight line. Right, goodbye.
With history, I'm hoping I can go in. I'm hoping to come out with an A in that and then start it. That's my goal, to come out with it.
Jack goes to see Deputy Head, Mr. Steer, to discuss his options.
Right then, go on, pull up Mr. Burton's chair. So history is,
How do we get on?
you know, it's the be-all and end-all for Jack academically. It is the only one he wants to do. And I have to make the decision soon about whether or not I let him carry on doing it. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, okay? Loads and loads of people said history, okay? But we have to look at how well you can do in the exam, what your chances of passing that subject are.
Yeah. Still good.
It's not your behaviour.
Yeah.
I'll just point out that it's not your behaviour at all because you work well in it. It is that history is a very difficult GCSE, a lot of writing. Because if I put you in a GCSE knowing that you couldn't pass it, it's not really fair, is it? Yeah. His writing ability and his comprehension ability are of a much lower level than they should be. At the moment, if he carries on as he is, we'll be lucky to see him get a grade E pass. However, the flip side of that is where he's most engaged. This is a lesson he never gets thrown out of. This is the thing he can cling to. It's all about giving him something that he has to look forward to. So that one is construction history, that stays the same.
The other one, I probably wrote Mr. Mitchell and have a word with him about it, isn't it?
She is so pretty.
Down at the moment because she thinks she's sharp.
No, I don't think I am. I know I am.
I
Can't get
don't
away
think
from it.
she's sharp.
I don't do that.
You do? You call me a hobbit?
You actually did call her a hobbit.
No, I don't
No,
mean
who
it.
called you a hobbit and I just...
No, I said I
said you called me a hobbit?
need to see the hobbit. And
Oh,
you
yeah,
said,
sorry, yeah.
how's the family?
Yeah, but
I
you
know.
called it... Stop, you called you a hobbit.
As the term goes on, Jack's behaviour declines. In particular, his problems with other students.
Who do you think he is? I can't. Who are you looking at? Shut up, fucker.
He gets angry because he thinks that people are giving him evils. I
What?
think he assumes that people are having a pop.
That person was just walking
I think he's
past.
got a very sensitive hair trigger, if you like, in there. Because you could say good morning to him and he'd go off on one. Sometimes, if he's that way out.
You're not touch me again, I'm fucking breaking up. That's what they said that I was, a time bomb. And the fuse is getting shorter and shorter because I'm getting angry and angry and just explodes one day.
I walked past him, he goes like that.
That's the sort of stuff that you say.
So he's already said something to me, so if
That's the sort of
I will
stuff.
do it. I will end up hitting him.
That's the sort of stuff
So I
that
do need to stay away
Right, Jack,
from him.
I'm trying to, 3 times I'm trying to talk to you.
Let him talk.
Talking over me.
Fucking hell.
What the hell?
I think my problem is I don't tell anybody about it
Oh, fuck off.
until it's too late. I bottle it up. I bottle stuff up. Just gets bigger and bigger, full and full.
Well, it's not good to bottle stuff up. Talk to somebody.
Come on then. Yeah, throw one on there.
It's lunchtime, and a dinner lady has to break up some trouble between Jack and a younger student.
Yeah, look.
And the youngest.
Off you go. I'll kill him, little midget. Little bastard.
Jack looking
Parking corner
for
that.
trouble. He want to take his
The
anger
dinner
out on
lady who witnessed
somebody.
the event reports it to Assistant Head, Mr. Burton.
Jack, will you come with me? Come with me.
What?
So what?
About what?
Just walk and talk, come on. Right. What have I just been told by that dinner lady? Sure?
Yeah.
No idea at all what I've just been told?
No.
Think long and hard about what you might have just said to somebody.
No, can't think about.
Nothing to a student who walked past?
No.
Right, you can deny it all you like, Jack, but the point is, something's happened down there. There's an incident, and you know it has, yeah?
Mm.
I'm gonna have to investigate, Jack.
Yeah?
So come with me, please.
Whatever.
Right, you're gonna sit here for a minute, and then I'm gonna come back and deal with it then, okay? Have a seat there. Okay? Miss, could you do me a favour and write down as much detail as you possibly can about what happened? Yeah, if you could, yeah. Thank you very much.
Look at him.
I've got a statement about this incident, and it is a serious thing.
What?
Is it Miss Melissa?
Yeah, why? What are you
Where you
doing?
on? I need to come and get you.
Why?
She's school.
I'll walk home, I'm not going.
Jack, just wait there.
No, it's not.
You can't get out of school anyway.
I'm not doing that shit.
Hi, is that Jack's mum?
That's bullshit.
There's been a bit of an incident with Jack at lunchtime. He's been aggressive towards another student. So right now we are going to ask him to pop home for the afternoon.
Whilst they investigate the incident, the school decide it's best for Jack to go home to calm down.
It's a shit, man.
You're able to come and get him? That's great. Bye-bye.
Basically, yeah, go home. Cool off. Take a chill pill.
Okay.
Jack? Jack?
Your mum's on her way.
Your mum's coming to collect you.
Whether he's a special
Disrespectful.
case or not, we can't have younger students being intimidated, and we can't have them feeling as if they're not safe in the academy. So he has to be sanctioned, and it has to be a serious sanction to make sure that he understands the severity of right and wrong. As I mentioned earlier, we've got the situation with Jack that a lunchtime supervisor has written me a statement saying that he threatened to shove a traffic cone. I thought it was a pine cone to start with, but that won't make no sense. So it looks like a potential short-term exclusion if he has said the...
If indeed he's said such wordage, then we have no option.
Come on, you get up there, but just be careful.
Listen, what?
Let's go to my office.
Do you think some maybe tougher-minded critics would say you should have got rid of him?
Yeah, I think quite a few people would say he should have gone by now. He's not fit for mainstream school, and he'd be better in specialist education. But while things aren't disastrous, because they're not disastrous, we can deal with Jack.
I'm going to be calm today. I promise myself I'll be calm.
Good man. Right. So, the reason I want to talk to you is because yesterday you got yourself a bit het up when we were chatting about it, yeah?
Yeah, I know.
And I'm sure that you, ideally, wouldn't be storming out of school like that, would you?
No.
No. So, tell me what you...
So he has the capability of being calm. He just said it. I'm going to be calm today. I promise.
You need to tell me about yesterday lunchtime.
Jordan were with me and they were hiding behind the locker. So he made
Do you regret being badly behaved?
Yeah. Yeah.
What would you change?
Probably not being so cheeky with our teachers and like shouting in faces and that. I changed all that. I changed my reputation and that.
Right, Jackie boy, here you go. I'll see you a bit, alright?
Because teachers think I'm like really bad behaviour, but I didn't really. I'm a good guy, you know. Just my anger. That's bad side of me.
By the end of the day, Mr. Burton has statements from all the students who witnessed the event. He decides to exclude Jack for a day for being verbally abusive towards another pupil.
That would be exclusion to commence the 10th. Ends tomorrow.
Yeah.
For the first 3 or 4 months that it was here, staff, including myself, probably all thought He ain't gonna last. There's no way he's gonna last. These outbursts are just all the time. And it's going to be a real hard ask, if you like, to keep him here. But I don't want that child kicking out of school because there's work still to be done that we can do.
I wonder if it has something to do with him moving around and stuff so much. I think it does. Billy!
It's all Steve. Don't forget him, Steve.
Oh, shush.
Max, over to your mouth.
I'm not sure.
Really? Turn around. Turn around. No, he's doing an exam. Turn around.
It's Monday, and Jack is back in school after his exclusion. His mum has been called in for a reintegration meeting with Mr. Burton.
It's incredibly important that the messages that we send out to Jack are not just heard by Jack. This has gone wrong. This is not allowed to go wrong again. Because if it does, it's trouble. If it does, your place here is under, serious jeopardy. But to have Mum listen to that message with Jack, and the realisation that we mean business is fundamentally important.
Right, okay, so we know it's not all just you, and we know people wind you up, and I appreciate that sometimes you're somebody who you can react to that, can't you? Obviously we can't have it because it becomes a risk within school. Now, people were very, very, very impressed with you, certainly with the quiet. When we see you with a smile on your face and enjoying yourself and working hard at something that you enjoy, it's brilliant. But this kind of stuff undermines that and it takes it away. It's not a time for joking at the minute, I'm afraid. It's a time for you to get some serious graft done and think about where you're going. There is this tendency, isn't there?
He's laughing right in front of his
to go a little
mom.
bit wrong. Now, where do you think that comes from?
I think it's from his past school because he's always got bullied outside.
I don't think it's that, Mum. I don't know. I feel like I'm so angry all the time. I don't know why though.
You feel like you're angry all the time?
Yeah.
And can you pin that down to anything?
It's something that's making. It's a reason why he's angry.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Well, it's natural. When people say things about your mum and your sister, you're going to be defensive.
Yeah.
But I certainly won't go around throwing people into lockers and all sorts of things. I want to help Jack because I see a bit of a lost soul in Jack, and I see him as somebody who really is just floundering. He may look kind of like a brash 14-year-old lad, but at the end of the day, he doesn't know his arse from his elbow sometimes. He's somebody who needs...
I think it has something to do with him and his family always moving around, him having to adjust to a new school. I think that plays a part. He's probably tired and fed up. He's probably like, why I'm going to get comfortable and make besties if I'm going to have to move within the next couple of months.
A bit of direction. He needs maybe a positive male role model. And he needs somebody who really will kind of listen to him and understand.
Yes, pretty eyes.
What he's going through.
You know, like it when you see on like castles got big doors, like a fortress. That's what I am. It's just like clamped shut, and I have to like open doors and to let people in, let them know that I'm a good friend.
What you need to do, you need to use this as a starting point.
Yeah.
You need to decide that, right, enough's enough. If there's a confrontation, I'm going to step away from it. So we're back into lessons today. And what kind of assurances are we going to get about your behaviour?
I'll just do my best.
And that's all we ask.
Yeah.
I've had a few problems here, but it's got sorted. By teachers, because they actually do something.
He looked like his
I
mom.
don't like it. Good.
Good lad. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
And the moment is in the right place. So although he's problematic, he's happy. And he keeps saying that even when he walks out of school. I don't want to walk out, but I have to. Because if I don't, I might smack a wall or I might swear. But he wants to be here, and when he does end up being excluded for a short period of time, he's desperate to come back, and he's desperate to try. He just finds it really difficult to follow through.
When you're 14 and 15, you think that no one's ever been through what you've been through. You think that no one will have been as naughty or has been as disruptive as you. And I see that in lots of kids. So if they need a hug and they need somewhere for a shoulder to cry on, then that's what they get. But if the children I work with need a telling off and a kick up the backside, then that's what they get also.
Who's in here?
A group of Year 9 girls are waiting outside the staff room.
Miss Nine, can you hurry up, please?
No, I can't hurry up. I'm having a meeting with them.
Mrs. Marsden has confiscated some of their belongings, and the girls are demanding that they're returned.
My hair.
Can you have the stuff, please?
What?
Where is it?
You ought to be ashamed of yourself. The times that you have been in my room and I've helped you out, and now you're making a laughing stock of me.
You don't have to laugh now. Just give me stuff back, is it?
Are you getting it back talking to me like that?
Anyway,
I think
Jess, no, you can't.
Well, just watch me.
I want my stuff back. What you've got to think about is, if you're speaking to somebody like that, they're not going to cooperate with you. I would recommend. She's silly old woman. Probably go to your lesson. She's not a silly old woman. She's silly old woman. Right. That's it now, Jess. That's it. You're across the line.
Molly and Faith, would you like to come and speak to Mr. Barraclough and we'll get it sorted out?
They've gone.
Molly, you come and have a word with
We'll
me.
have a word with Mr. Barraclough first.
Never you mind what your brother's done, because you and your brother are totally different people.
The thing is, you're smarter than me.
No, you are going to get on. From being in year 7 to being in year 11, you've gone like that. Listen, I didn't do anything at all at school. And I was naughty and I didn't do anything. Because I'll tell you what, I was everybody's mate. And I thought it was great. And I even laughed when I got my envelope open and I've got 0, 0, 0.
Putting a face on.
Putting a face on. Do you think, you don't ever say that. Do you want a hug? Come on. I do, because somebody just called me a silly old woman.
Have they?
No, I'm not even silly. I've just had an awful time, but anyway.
Are we ready to go?
What's he done?
He's being a little bit rude. He is going to apologise, because if he doesn't apologise, he's going to spend the rest of his natural life in detention. Mark my words.
You better apologise.
I jest not.
Miss.
Oh.
Thank you.
You feel better.
Oh, that's definitely made me feel better. Thank you, Tyler. You're a little star. It's just our job. Be there every day when they come in and take whatever they throw at us without any grudge or anything. And for some of the children, this is their only stable part of their life. Whenever they come past my office, I'm sat there with an open door.
Any ideas?
Is that why, you fall in love with someone and marry them, but then you start hating them and you divorce them?
No, you don't think that's all. You think, I love this person, I want to be with them for the rest of my life?
Oh.
Or do you want a passport? One of the two.
So, if you have a look closely, this is where Dunkirk is now.
It's a week since Jack's mum came into school for his reintegration meeting, and Jack is trying hard to apply himself in class.
Who wants to give us the definition of Holocaust? We'll go with Jack.
Holocaust was all about the mass murder of hundreds of thousands of Jewish people.
Fantastic definition. Well done.
But around school, he's still wrestling with his temper.
I nearly said it, miss, but I never saw you. You're my witness, I never said it, did I?
Right, let's get some fresh air.
Oh my
You know what I'm
God.
trying to do, don't you?
Probably trying to wind me up.
There we go. But what do you think you did on this time last week?
I was probably headbutted him.
So we're making some progress, yes?
And it's not long before Jack's anger gets the better of him.
Why? Because nobody else is allowed out there, neither do you. Move away from the door.
I'm only putting my head out for somebody. Is it illegal? I'm actually gonna go and go get my lunch now.
I'm not dismissed yet. You're
Well, sir, if I
being
stay,
insolent and
if I
rude to me
stay,
now.
I will actually swear at you, so I'm gonna
Well, you
leave.
can swear. As long as nobody else hears you.
Will you just leave me alone, because I'm gonna...
No, I'm not going to leave you alone.
He's bullshit.
Jack yesterday was picked up 4 times by Lena contact email. He was picked up 3 times by me. I've never seen a kid get beyond 85 behaviour points in this school. Jack's on 170. It's January. He is of a single mind.
That's the
that
teacher
he's
that
right
was
about everything. Everybody's out to get him. Everything should be bent
messing
around
with
him,
the.
and we can't provide for him within a mainstream curriculum at the moment. We're lucky in a way that at the moment he's just all talk. But there's going to be a time when he has a go at a kid, and they're going to have a serious altercation. And he's difficult to restrain. But that lad should not be in lessons because, no, he's a bit of a ticking time. Yeah, he is, yeah. He needs to be across an inclusion straight away. The sooner the better.
They remove Jack from most of his lessons and give him time in the school's inclusion centre, a temporary placement for students who are struggling with mainstream school.
If inclusion doesn't work for Jack, Jack will be permanently excluded. End of story. I don't think there's any question about that. The behaviours that he displays will develop, and if he's not supported emotionally and behaviourally, he won't make it. He just won't make it.
I wonder if he had the same problems in the other schools.
I will have let him down.
So tell me about the lens. Is it more curved than it should be or less curved than it should be? And you go for it? Not sure she's having a really good think or she's dreaming, one of the two.
Are you talking to me? I was daydreaming.
Yay.
15 minutes left of the lesson and all we've wrote is my speech.
Last night, staff coming in for your sweets.
Oh, I know. It's constant.
Do they just come in for your sweets?
Yeah, not for me.
It's not for them.
Jack, what are you doing?
Jack has started his new partial timetable. He will spend most of the next 6 weeks based in the school's inclusion centre.
Is that all right with you? Oh my God.
Inclusion's phenomenally important in schools, and in our school in particular, it's really, really important. We've got a number of kids that can't cope with, you know, the start to finish stress, if you like, of school life, lesson by lesson by lesson by lesson, being told how to do things, what to do. It is somewhere where they can go and just receive additional support. And that might be behaviour support, it might be counselling, might be advice, might be emotional support. A raft of things.
Happy, cheerful, and always got a big smile, but that's what I'm putting.
Jack, that is lovely. Write it down then. Right. Can anybody remember what is self-esteem?
How you feel about yourself?
Fantastic.
Really what it is to improve my anger and that, so like to lower it down and get my fuse longer.
It's full of beans today, isn't it?
Is that right, John?
That it were alright to express my feelings without hitting things or shouting or fighting.
You've got a big smile on your face.
I'll just do that one.
Inclusion's a little bit of a magic cupboard. Now that magic cupboard might take a couple of days, it might take a couple of weeks, it might take a couple of years, and some kids are in there a lot. But they come out of there, they look different, they feel different, they've got a better mood, they feel more chipper. Something's worked.
He probably works better in a small group instead of being in a large group.
Same source that's on the board.
Jack is soon to find out which subjects he'll be able to study at GCSE. He's back in some lessons now, and today it's history.
You know, the Braveheart, that's actually sat on William the Conqueror. It's just sicko because he literally gets his head decaffeinated. It just literally, his head just...
Decapitated.
Yeah, that's it.
Not decaffeinated, that's some type of coffee.
Oh yeah, decaffeinated. Excuse me.
Bless you.
What do you think's happened to Germany by 19...
He's also being given extra tuition by Mr. Giffin to see if he could cope with the demands of the course.
Because when they came, he just literally, he crapped himself.
He did crap himself, I suppose, yeah. I don't think we'll like that.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to like that.
Jack is partway through his placement in inclusion. This morning, Mr. Mitchell has called him to his office.
Right then, things better?
Yeah, much better.
So have you fallen out with since you went in there?
Nobody.
Nobody at all?
Nope.
Really?
Yep.
So, is this the new Jack?
Yep.
You're helping yourself massively. right?
Yeah.
By behaving yourself.
Right.
You do realise that having one-to-one's a real privilege, and working in small groups is a real privilege. Do you know what, though? It's fabulous to see you smiling for a change. Not tearing around my corridors, effing and jeffing.
Yeah.
I have still no doubt, despite all the challenges we faced with him, that with the right encouragement and the right setting and the right socialisation, he can still be successful. Is everything absolutely hunky-dory?
Fine.
And what about at home? Your mum being really supportive and you...
Yeah, bro.
She's seen a change to you since you got home? Yeah?
Massive change.
Massive?
Yeah.
You smiling?
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Yeah,
I just wanted to check in and buzzing.
Yeah.
Where are you from? Manchester?
Yeah, one?
Yeah, whatever. Right, good. I'm glad I caught up with you because I need you to know that I know what's going on.
Yeah, do it.
See you, Jack.
Is it too many resources to be crammed into one child?
We have a responsibility to educate the whole child and every single one of them that walks through our doors. So no, I completely refute the allegation that we plough too many resources into socialisation and pastoral care. We don't. I would plough more in if I could.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I am. Since the introduction of year leaders, everything
It's gone up.
Everything's improved.
Nobody can argue with that.
No, it's very true. It's factually correct. I think you do a wonderful job. I do think you do a wonderful job. And I think you bring a certain je ne sais quoi to certainly my day, and you provide not only academic support, but pastoral care
And sweets.
and the sweets.
And the occasional tea bag.
Cheers, John.
It's time for the Year 9s to find out their final GCSE options. Jack is called to Mr. Steer's office.
Your first choices were construction, food, and you wanted to have a go at history for your third one. Right. So start with the construction. The construction course that we were going to do this year, you're fine for it, by the way, you're on that one, but it's changed. It might be called resistant materials instead of construction when you do it, but you're on that one, okay?
I don't know.
Second one, food.
Yeah.
Straight on, no problems at all. Right, history. Now, there was over 80 people wanting to do history. We could only have 30 in each class, which is 60. So, speaking to Mr. Giffin for quite a long time, Mr. Giffin has agreed to give you a chance with history next year. All right? I've had to do a lot persuading you, Jack. A lot of persuading, all right?
How did you feel when Mr. Steer said that you were allowed to do history?
Buzzing. Just brilliant. On top of the world. Just so big relief. As soon as I got home, I went, got a surprise one. Doing history. Yeah.
We couldn't take it away from him, you know? He'd have been gutted. He'd have been absolutely gutted.
I'm amazed. But I've just been looking at your file. And what last time you had a baby in this? Can I tell you?
Yeah?
Would you be surprised to know that the last time you had a baby incident was then? Over a month ago.
Wow.
I can see it for the sake. Yeah. So what's changed then? What's different now?
It's like I've thought about stuff and I've like realised I've got to start. And I've learnt that you don't have to kick off the show that you're upset.
You don't have to.
He's taking accountability.
So if you rated before the Thorn Centre your life in school out of 10, what would you have given it?
Probably 3.
You know what my next question's going to be?
Probably an 8.
An 8?
Now, yeah.
You don't mean, aren't you, with your scores?
8's good enough. From 3.
It is. It's massive. Yeah, it is. But what could we do to make it 10?
DNA. Positive, mental, attitude.
That's it.
I'll see you later.
See you later, love. I would hope I would work this hard for any child, whichever school I worked in, but I work even harder because these children are part of my community. And their mothers are people that I grew up with, their grandmothers are the people who I grew up with, and they've trusted us to do the very best for their children.
What do you want to do? Breathe like that. Come on, you got some ones on you using me. You know what I'm saying? Just belt it out of it.
One more time and then we're going out.
much of a change to me. It's unbelievable.
Do you appreciate all the work that the teachers?
Oh yeah, appreciate it. Word, just amazing. Amazing school, amazing teachers.
Oh, I'll just go and check isolation and everything's locked away.
I want children to remember me and tell maybe their children that there was this woman at school, or whatever I said to her, she was always there. I'll reach out my hand for you. However horrible sometimes it might be, there are so many other minutes that are not horrible and perfect. If I could have tailor-made a job for me, this would have been it. And it is, and I just love it.
Oh.
Just call my name.
I'll be there. Oh my God.
Some people might think it's a lot of hard work wasted. Don't agree.
That's
Disappointment
crazy.
thought we were really getting somewhere with it. I hope he looks back fondly on his time at the academy and thinks, people helped me out here and they've started to turn me around.
Did he find a place for himself there?
I think he did find a place for himself. I think he actually, for the first time in his life, probably enjoyed coming to school.
That's so sad.
If that's not success, I don't know what is.
Oh man. That's so sad. No, what? Oh my gosh. I'm really pissed off. That's a shame that, you know, families move around so much. Like, I couldn't imagine going through that. That has to be traumatizing. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. I'm glad that, you know, they put Jack in like a small group. A lot of children do need to be in small groups. And I know some of the schools don't have funding and stuff like that, but you can tell that some of the children just need to be in like smaller groups that they can function better. And Jack clearly was one of those students, and I'm pretty sure there's other students as well that needs to be in small groups. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about these families moving around, you know, a lot with the children, and the children having a hard time adjusting to each school that they go to. It has to be traumatizing. It has to weigh a lot on a child to move around so much. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to give your girl a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, fam.